Okay, here we have our piano here, and of course we have middle C, and then we have C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, and then once again we have C, and the pattern continues, and I'll do this one more time. C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, and once again we have C. So you see the pattern here. We have C, C, C. So the first, now I want you to go on the piano and I want you to do what I just did. Okay, so do it with me now. C, C sharp. So I want you to play the notes. Okay, so go ahead and play C, play C sharp, play D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, and once again C. Now your job is to go, so go ahead and, your job is to go through the whole piano. Now, there are these 3 notes here. Now, you might not have a full 88 key keyboard. You might have a 76 keyboard, or you might have 66, or you might have less keys. What's important is to just see the pattern here. So we have a C, a B to the left of it, and a D to the right of it. So play around with the notes. If you're a little lost, play around with the notes until you hear one that sounds like this. Okay, that's the C note. That's the C sharp. Back to C. Okay, I just played what's called a C scale just now. I'll do it again. Okay, so the C scale goes like this. It's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then C. And so it goes like this. We can also look at it in terms of semitones, and I'll show you that in more of the intermediate lectures. So we go... So I want you to pause the video and I want you to find C at as low as you can. So on the 88 keyboard here, we have C to be right here. And there's 3 little keys here. And this is A sharp, B, and C. Okay, so start off with C and go up the piano until you hit middle C, which is right here. And then go back down to C, and then name off every note for one scale. So just one scale here, C, and then up to C. Okay, do that for one scale. Now do it for 2 scales, and then you can be done. So go ahead and pause the video and do that now. Okay, next thing we're going to work on is playing around with the keys a little bit. So I'm going to put the camera here. And what we're going to work on is playing the keys so that we kind of get a feel for scaling around on the piano. So I want you to play a chord, and a chord is going to be 3 notes together. So we're going to play C, and then E, which is right here. And we're going to play G as well. Okay? So we're going to have that chord right there, which is the 3 notes put together in unison. Unison meaning at the same time. Okay, so here's what I want you to do with your fingers. Now, You've probably been using whatever hand you're most comfortable with the entire time. So if you're right-handed, you've probably been using your right hand. And if you're left-handed, then you've probably been using your left hand. What we're now going to do is we're going to just use the hand you're most comfortable with for now. And I want you to play the C, this chord, and I want you to go up an octave, which means going up, if we have the scale here. This C to this C is 1 octave. So I want you to play the chord, and then I want you to go up to the higher octave, and I want you to play it again. And I want you to go back and forth like that. And I want you to do it as many times, and I want you to do it as fast as you can. So just keep going faster and faster, and make sure you only hit the 3 notes. Now see, I messed up. I hit the C, I hit the D with my thumb, because I got sloppy. So that means I need to try again, and I need to get better form. So I need to make sure that my thumb only hits the C, my middle finger only hits the E, and my pinky only hits the G. See, I was going a little bit too fast there, but I want to get good enough so that I can move across those 2 octaves that fast without hitting neither. Okay, so do that, get used to that. And now I want us to work with the left hand a little bit. So go to the same thing and do the same thing with your left hand. Now you notice how much slower I am with the left hand, right? To put the camera down while we do this. It's hard. Okay, so hopefully you're doing this with me at this point. It helped to move my eyes back and forth in timing with my hand. And it helped move my head a little bit too for some reason. Okay, both hands together now. The main thing I want you to focus on is making sure you only play C, E, and G. Because when you hear those other notes, even if it's just faint, it's still in there. And we want to be pure. So go slowly enough so that you can get the right notes.